live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
All right, show movie picks.
Right. Show and movie picks. Okay.
What you got?
Okay, so for all the women, let me not say that. Let me not say that.
Now I can't go watch it.
I took it back because it's just a good show. I don't think it really matters. If you like good stories and friendships and, you know, that it's got a little bit of everything. It's a little romance. It's a little comedy. It's a little, you know, it's got the good stories, it's some deep stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's a good, well-rounded show, I believe. And I love that most of the people are not necessarily people that you would be like, I know them. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of cast. But it's Sweet Magnolias. So that I'm not gonna tell you about it. Just go watch it. Okay. Go watch it, Jarrett.
All right.
Next is a movie that absolutely was nothing like nothing that I thought it was gonna be, because it stars somebody that we both love and watch.
Yes.
Do something absolutely totally different.
Yes.
Even though it's still comedic, it's just different. The whole subject, it's just different.
Yeah.
Her normal is not this.
No.
And so that is The Lovebirds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Just
you have to watch it to understand.
You need a good laugh. It's so goofy and silly that you don't have a choice but to laugh at it. Like, it's really that kind of movie. It's one of those kind of movies. It's that goofy and silly. But it was good for me. At the time that I watched it, it was so needed. I was like, perfect. Just give me stupid. I like stupid right now. Yeah. So that's where I was. And lastly is something that I saw on YouTube. Guys, listen to me. Listen. Y'all know how I feel about cars.
Uh-huh.
So it's called Top 15 Craziest Concept Cars 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, let me breathe. Let me tell you, I told Jarrett this, they have an Audi supercar with 3 motors, 3,
Lord,
that goes from 0 to 62 in less than 2 seconds. It's an electric supercar. It goes from 0 to 62 in less than 2 seconds.
I'd be Ricky Bobby all in that jump.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be mangled up somewhere.
I want to go fast.
I don't know to anybody. I don't even know how you drive that. How do you drive that? Yeah. I don't know how you drive it. I don't even know.
Lord.
So yeah, but this is one that they said is, I believe they said it's one that will be out though.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be able
They're gonna have to make some adjustments.
They're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to. You can't expect people. I'm just saying. Yeah. So yeah, it was really interesting. There was a flying car. Yeah, it's really cool. It was really cool to watch. And a lot of the cars, believe it or not, like they've been concepts since like 2016. So they're getting ready to come out in like 2021.
Oh wow. That's
quick.
You know, usually 2021 cars like come out September of the
year before.
Before. So like the 2021
but
cars come out in September 20.
Yeah. But the cars that they've been working, I mean, these concept cars, some of them are like, they've been around for like 5-6 years now. So they've probably worked out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Enough for the kinks to be able to put them out on the street. Yeah. So, and most of them were electric cars, which is, I think, the way that the world is going to go, essentially. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Look, it made me excited. Like, Can I
me
figure
one
out
of
how
them
I'm gonna let me see what organ I can sell in order to be able to afford one of these vehicles, because you know they're gonna be crazy expensive.
Yeah, they are.
It's cool to watch. I'm sorry. I was I told you gotta go see it, Jerry.
Yeah.
You gotta go watch. Listen, some of those cars were so nice looking.
This is a YouTube show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
16 minutes. It ain't even long.
Yeah,
y'all.
that ain't bad at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, your turn.
All right. Now listen, for the viewers and listeners, I really need you to not judge me on this, right? Because this is just my guilty pleasure. This is my guilty pleasure.
It is guilty. Mm-hmm.
I thoroughly enjoy this show. And before I reveal it, let me just say that I'm a songwriter.
Ooh, y'all hear all of this disclaimer?
Yeah, I got it.
It's coming with this, like.
So one of my favorite songwriters is on this show. Now that's the reason why I tuned in initially.
Got nothing to do with her.
But it's not the reason why I stayed. Real Housewives of Atlanta is just so entertaining to me. I need you to not judge me for watching this show. But I don't think that show really needs any explanation. It's just a show I like. Don't judge me. I feel like my next show though is about to offset how you feel about me watching this show. So anybody who knows me knows that I love history. Everything, U.S. world history. The infographics, not the infographic show. I said that a couple of weeks ago. Oversimplified history. They do a great job of breaking down historical events. Mostly it's wars like the American Revolution, the Civil War, World Wars I and II. They even break down the Cold War. And I think some people think that was actually a war. But it does a great job of spanning the entire time of the Cold War and our conflict with Russia.
It wasn't a war. Yeah.
And just kind of some of the things that we went back and forth with Russia. It does it in a hilarious way. It's very, very funny, but I believe that you walk away from it really learning the history.
Right, you're informed.
Yeah. So Oversimplified. If you want to know about like one of my big ones, thankfully it just came out because I was really looking forward and I was wondering. I was like, all right, hold on now. Yeah, I got the American Revolution. I got World Wars I and II.
Civil.
Where's the Civil War? So a few months ago, they put the Civil War on there, and that's one of my favorite. It talks about every single battle. It talks about the top commanders from the Union and the Confederate side, and it just talks about their impact. So you like history?
A history nerd, y'all.
Yeah, I love it. I get excited about it.
I mean, you're really excited. I'm like,
yes,
he does know he's talking about. Okay,
I love it.
I love it. It's awesome. It's like my car thing. I get it.
Yeah. All right, and my last show was actually a podcast. And I believe I've spoken about it on here, but this is the first time it made it into my show, Movie Picks. The Joe Budden podcast.
Of course.
Hilarious.
Of course.
And it's one of those podcasts where they routinely go over 3 hours. And I will listen to the entire thing because while it is entertaining, if you are an artist and you don't know a lot about the business of music, you'll walk away from that podcast really understanding how to evaluate your worth as an artist, some of the moves you need to make before trying to put your art out there. And I think that's and if you are someone who listens to music and you're a fan of music, it helps you to understand why things happen. It gives you kind of a glimpse behind the veil. So it's a great podcast.
Jarrett, you need to know the backside of everything, huh?
Yeah. I need to understand. I need to understand why it works.
You dig all that. That's that science in you right now.
I need to investigate.
Yeah, because I noticed a lot of stuff. You were like, dig into it, and then okay. I love it. Knowledge is key.
I used to take stuff apart when I was a kid to understand how it works. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's
Once it got put together, I'm good.
My mom can tell you plenty of stories about how I tried to fix
I'm sure. I'm so sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
But as always, you guys, we're at the end of episode 64. We truly appreciate you guys listening, and I know I say that every week, but we really do. We look at
it really is, yeah.
Right. And so we're going to keep consistent with giving you guys shows, and we hope that you guys consistently reach back to us and tell us what you think about the show, how you like it. You can hit us up on IG at the Field.
We're gonna do better about our IG page too.
Yeah. I haven't posted much of anything. Well,
you post the videos.
Yeah.
You post the videos, but we used to put
stuff.
Yeah,
we got to do better.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow us on Twitter at Field to the Real P1. Thanks, Twitter.
I hate that, but it's all good.
Right. You can check us out on our YouTube pages, The Field to the Real and The Field to the Real podcast. Both of those pages on YouTube. We're trying to move everyone to that Field to the Real podcast page.
And the 2 is a number 2, y'all.
Yeah, the number 2, excuse me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So go subscribe, look at the videos, like, share, all that good jazz.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
share.
All that good jazz.
Like. Yeah, I'm trying to think of all the things they can do. Yes,
right.
Like, share, subscribe.
Right.
How about you can respond? You can
comment.
Yeah. All that. We need all that.
Vote, because
all that. We need all that.
Mm-hmm. We would certainly appreciate that.
Yes.
And if you want to send us an email just to let us know how you like the show, things that we can improve on, things that we can change,
ideas.
Yeah.
Stories you see that we don't know. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Please do.
Hit us up at Field to the Real podcast. That's the number 2. Field to the Real podcast @gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
But peace.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.